photography and external video lighting. Now that we've taken care of business, let's talk about me. My name is Tori, and I'll be your guide for this magical journey into the movies. It's the perfect job for me because I love movies. Is everybody ready?
Yeah!
Great, because the cameras are ready to roll. Ready when you are, CB. And we are rolling. Hello everyone and welcome to the Great Movie Ride. Once again, my name is Tori, and on behalf of Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, please welcome our host for this one-of-a-kind tour, Robert Osborne.
Thank you. Hooray for Hollywood indeed. What better way to start our journey? From the Old West to the rooftops of London and along the yellow brick road, there really is no place like the movies. One of Hollywood's significant contributions to the world of film were great musicals. This scene is from one of my favorites, the 1933 Busby Berkeley spectacular, Footlight Parade. Here's one of the most famous of all dance sequences. It's from the 1952 musical classic, Singing in the Rain.
Here's Gene Kelly singing in the rain, literally.
Here's one of the quintessential Disney musicals, Mary Poppins, starring Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. This classic earned 13 Academy Award nominations.
Chim Cherie, I love this song. Sing along. Once again, folks, for the safety of our cast and the comfort of those around you, we ask that you please turn off all flash photography. Thank you. Hold on to those wallets and purses, folks. This doesn't look like a very good neighborhood.
Here's the birthplace of the gangster film, the seedy underbelly of Chicago, from The Public Enemy, starring James Cagney. Released in 1931 before strict censorship rules were enforced, The Public Enemy is a gritty, realistic, and violent look at the world of gangsters of the Depression era.
I love this movie. In one famous scene, James Cagney shoves a grapefruit in May Clark's face. She could never look at breakfast in the same way again. These tough guys can turn anything into a weapon.
You're going to take it. And you're going to kick in with the dog. And if you don't, somebody's going to drop by here and kick your teeth out one at a time. You with me?
Sorry about the delay, folks, but I don't want to run a red light, even in the movies.
Hey, you! Hey, come here.
I'm not allowed to leave my vehicle.
I said get over here.
I think it's time for a visit to a concession stand. Bye.
Mr. Osborne, wait. Okay, Mugsy, whatever you say.
Hey! How'd you know my name, anyways? I have seen this movie before. Well, the heat's on, see? Your fancy car is wanting to get out of here, so beat it.
Make a big mistake here, Mugsy.
I said scram out of here or you're gonna get hurt.
You just walk out in the middle.
Go on, beat it yourself!
Bus! Get out, you grinders!
looking at. Everybody mind your P's and Q's. Yeah, maybe you won't get hurt, huh? Whoa. This must be the west side of town.
Western films depict a legendary American wild frontier, where cowboys and their loyal steeds maintain order in towns against the untamable wilderness. John Wayne and Clint Eastwood are two of the iconic stars who epitomize this ideal of the stoic gunslinger.
A long time ago, I made theater movies. Let people do what they want.
Sleepy little bird, ain't it?
Oh, that's some mighty tough territory you're heading into, Pilgrim. I'd think about turning back if I was you. That is, if you want my opinion.
Now that we're in the clear, this is a perfect time for me to collect up all your valuables. We'll start with the jewelry, then move on to the hot. Hey, I don't even work this neighborhood, copper!
You're under arrest! Nothing doing, woman!
This is nuts! And nuts to this. I'm getting out of here. Well, look at it this way. Can't get any worse. Okay. It's worse. I don't know about you guys, but this is starting to get kind of creepy. Where are we, Jersey?
Science fiction has been a staple of classic movies, from George Méliès's The Trip to the Moon to George Lucas's Star Wars. In 1979, director Ridley Scott and Sigourney Weaver made audiences believe that in space, no one can hear you scream. This is Alien.
Hey, Cupcake! How do we get out of here?
Warning, remain in your vehicle. The area you are entering is extremely dangerous. Proceed with caution.
Emergency construction is now active. The ship will detonate in 5, 10 minutes. The option to modify automatic detonation expires behind 5 minutes.
What is that thing? There it is again! Okay, that's enough creepy trolley things for one day, right? Oh.
Steven Spielberg and George Lucas cemented their status as the blockbuster boys with their first partnership. Here from that legendary collaboration is Harrison Ford as archaeologist Indiana Jones in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
Some of the biggest horror stars of Hollywood appeared in the ancient story of a cursed Egyptian temple, a priceless jewel that beckons to all, but he warned the temptation always leads to destruction.
Get a load of that chunk of ice. Time for me to get back to work. Good thing I don't believe in ghost stories. Let anybody move while I go get the goods. I don't think they'd notice a few extra bodies around here. If you know what I mean.
I've seen enough movies to know that you really shouldn't even think about trying to steal that jewel.
Halt, unbeliever. Disturb the treasure of the gods, and you shall all pay with your lives.
first movie, huh?
The twist ending. It just goes to show you anything can happen in the movies. Now, let's get on with the show.
Oh. Things that go bump in the night have always been a staple of movies. One of the first horror films was a silent short featuring a dancing skeleton, created by the Lumiere brothers in 1897. Both audiences and filmmakers demonstrated an early interest in the macabre, although the term horror wasn't used to describe a film genre until the 1930s. Wow, it's really a jungle out there. Where are we?
This is the jungle home of one of the most famous movie characters of them all, Tarzan. The movie's most popular Tarzan is undoubtedly Johnny Weissmuller, who swung through 12 films as the King of the Jungle.
Over there we have Maureen O'Sullivan as Jane, and Tarzan's sidekick Cheetah, who was portrayed by over a dozen chimpanzee actors over the years.
Oh, Cheetah, now you know.
Here's Humphrey Bogart in his most famous film role. In 1942, Bogey finally got to spread his wings and romance the beautiful Ingrid Bergman in Casablanca.
Those are no good at being noble. It doesn't take much to see that the problems of three little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world. Someday you'll understand that. Just looking at you, kid.
And now, one of the most famous movie stars in one of his greatest roles, Mickey Mouse, as the Sorcerer's Apprentice in Fantasia.
When the film came out in 1940, Walt Disney promised to add new musical sequences in the future. His nephew Roy kept that promise 60 years later with the release of Fantasia 2000.
We've come over the rainbow and into one of the most beloved and most watched films in movie history, The Wizard of Oz.
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. Which way do we go?
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road? Now, why didn't I think of that? Sing along, folks. You know the words.
From all of us here at Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, we hope you've enjoyed our tour through some of my favorite films. But remember, there are many more adventures waiting for you every day on TCM.
didn't need dialogue. We had faces.
Wait a minute. You ain't heard nothing yet. Step inside! I feel the need for speed.
I'll be back.
They're here.
You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner.
Is it safe?
What have you done? I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
I'm a man. Well, nobody's perfect.
Shut up.
Force will be with you always.
We're gonna make it an offer they can't refuse.
I want to be alone. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Good morning, Vietnam!
He's looking at you, kid.
Movies, the stuff that dreams are made of. I hope you've enjoyed our ultimate celebration of classic movies. And remember, you can find many more beloved stories and legendary stars on Turner Classic Movies.
On behalf of Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, we'd like to thank you for joining us on a great movie ride. Now please remain seated until the vehicle comes to a complete stop. Please gather your personal belongings and take small children by the hand. And when these doors open, rise dramatically to your feet and make a grand exit directly to the rear of your vehicle. Oh, and one more thing. When I yell action, don't forget the thunderous applause for yours truly. Okay, places everybody. And action! Have a wonderful day here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. On behalf of all of us, we'll see you at the movies. Goodbye, everyone.